So you asked me for a story time. Here it is. So I grew up in Chicago, or the Chicagoland area, in a suburb just outside of Chicago. And my dad, my mom met because of a sweepstakes. So practically all of my dad's family worked at the local grocery store here in Illinois called Jewel. So they worked in the Jewels on the south side. My mother worked in the headquarters of Jewel in Melrose Park, Illinois. So my dad was, at the time, everybody worked at Jewel. My dad, my aunts, my uncles, my cousins, cousins, they kids, the whole nine. Everybody worked at Jewel at some point. So, but my mom worked at the corporate headquarters because she grew up west and my dad grew up south. So my dad was I think he was like an assistant manager to the Jewel where he worked at on 87th and Stony. And so from there, or 75th and Stony, I can't remember which one. So he would have to go to the main office to pick up the prizes from the sweepstakes. So you know how they used to have sweepstakes in the grocery store that had like the dishes or the pots and the pans that you could win if you turned in so many things, or like the Monopoly pieces, etc., etc. So he goes in, drives to the headquarters to go pick up the prizes for people for his specific store on the south side, and walks in and sees my mother. Hi, my name is Therese. That was in the year I don't remember the year they met, but I was born in 1979. So when I worked for an e-commerce grocery here called Peapod, if you're familiar with it, on the East Coast, if you're East Coast and you watch this, it's going to be your Stop and Shop, your Peapod by Stop and Shop, or your Peapod by Giant, or your grocery delivery by Food Lion, or like I said, Stop and Shop, etc., etc. I used to work for that brand globally. And when I did social media for Peapod in all of the markets, I used to run sweepstakes. And I remember the woman in legal, her name was Dottie. Dottie did not love me. Dottie was like, you know, you're the only one who still tries to run sweepstakes. And I said, but these products are free and we can give them away to people and they'll love it. She's like, they take up resources. And I said, what resources? The product, all we do is just, it gives a little time, but it's fun for people to win something. And she was like, your time is a resource. My time is a resource. Because she had to approve my sweepstakes terms and conditions. She had to approve and, read through my legalese that I would put down for sweepstakes on the internet via social media. So there's a story about how I was born because of a sweepstakes. Hope that helps.